Moving on, with the rise of vaccinations, many are starting to forget about long COVID, or the long-term side effects of having contracted the coronavirus. But a new Israeli health ministry study is now putting it back into the spotlight as data shows that over 10% of recovered children are suffering from the disease. Hannah Rifkin with the report.
Thousands of Israeli children now getting the worst that coronavirus has to offer. Beyond just catching the disease, a new study revealing that some 11% of infected children aged 3 through 18 experiencing symptoms long after their recuperation. The study, including a telephone questionnaire of nearly 14,000 parents with kids aged 3 through 18 and conducted by the Israel Health Ministry, was published on Monday. In any case, continuing illness, exhaustion or fatigue, breathlessness, these are just some of the myriad of symptoms of long COVID, an autoimmune-like response to the coronavirus that many patients suffer from, sometimes even several months after recovering from the disease. In fact, among the children with long COVID symptoms, 4.6% of 12 through 18-year-olds and 1.8% of kids under 12 suffered for more than 6 months. This resulting in further damage to the body, including to the brain, blood vessels, and liver. Reported issues including deterioration of neurological, cognitive, and mental health abilities, sleep disturbances, concentration problems, and more, as compared to before the kids got infected. As for which demographics are more at risk, it turns out that children of all ages who have a symptomatic infection are more likely to experience long COVID symptoms too, though at least 3.5% of asymptomatic children are also getting long COVID. Additionally, an age factor seems to have been discovered, where kids aged 12 and older were more susceptible to developing long COVID symptoms. By extension, then, it's no surprise that some 10% of infected adults aged 18 through 49 also develop long COVID, as well as some 20% of those over the age of 70. All this aside, though, the health ministry warning to take the data with a grain of salt, as the survey is based on self-reporting and not necessarily on doctors' diagnoses. Additionally, without a control group, some of the recorded effects may have nothing to do with the virus at all. Rather, some of the lower performance issues could be connected to the lockdowns, school closures, and recent conflicts with Hamas.